This is a meeting of the committee, March 2nd, 2026. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press and the Two River Times and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk all on January 9th, 2026. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Here.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If everyone could actually remain standing just for a second. Last week, Middletown Township lost two dedicated public servants in former Fire Chief Tom Motto and not only a member of our Middletown Township Fire Department, but also a zoning board member in Andrew Bain. So if you all just pause with me for a brief moment and pay our respects to both of their families and thank them for their service to our township and to all of our residents. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. Thank you. Our first item on tonight's agenda, we have approval of minutes for the February 17th, 2026 regular meeting.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes, sorry, Heidi.
That's okay.
Open again.
Thanks, Rick.
Next item on tonight's agenda, we have public hearing on proposed ordinances. Our first ordinance, 2026-3498, an ordinance regulating parking on Briarcliff Drive.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2026-3498, an ordinance regulating parking on Briarcliff Drive. Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2026-3498. Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second it.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, we have ordinance 2026-3499, an ordinance amending Chapter 240-15 of the Code of the Township of Middletown, governing rates for additional solid waste and recycling carts.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2026-3499. Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second it.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, we have introduction of proposed ordinances. We have 2026-3500, an ordinance authorizing acceptance of deed of road dedication upon Block 491, lots 56.01 and 56.02, 835 and 837 Main Street.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held March 16th, 2026.
Go ahead, Heidi.
Our next ordinance for for introduction, 2026-3501, a bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $3,010,000 for various parks improvements by and for the Township of Middletown in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $2,859,500 in bonds or notes of the township for financing part of the appropriation.
Motion to introduce.
Second it.
Committeeman Clark. I'm sorry, Committeeman Clark?
Yes.
Oh. Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held March 16, 2026. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 26-90 through 26-97.
Motion to approve a consent agenda.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda.
Tone, you want to do the discussion on the parks?
Yeah, so as you know, we've recently acquired some properties. And the Township Committee requires a resolution to actually officially name a park property. So the first one is the Presbyterian Church on West Front Street and Everett Road. And we're proposing to call it West Front Street Community Center officially. And the other is the property we purchased at 127 Hubbard, which is the former Stavola property. When that was purchased, we negotiated with the property owner, and one of the agreements was that we would name it after his son, who's deceased. So it's going to be Tigger Stavola Park. So if no one has an objection, there'll be a resolution at the next meeting officially naming those parks those.
Any questions for Tony on this?
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
We have Township Committee comment.
All right, Committeeman Clark.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to echo your sentiments at the opening of the meeting about former Chief Amato and former firefighter Bain. Both of them had tremendous contributions as a former fire chief in the department and a 30-year member. I interfaced with both of them over the entirety of my career. And they were continuing to be contributing members. So the department's going to miss them. I had the opportunity to meet with the Scout Pack this past week here at Town Hall and help them with their citizenship badge, which is always a good time. So I wanted to thank the young men who came out with their parents to do that. And while I was there, I had the opportunity to see the next batch of the Alliance program starting, which is always exciting. For right now, that's all I have. So thank you.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
I'll hold my comments this evening,
All right.
Mayor. Thank you.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Thank you, Mayor. Just my condolences to the family again, to both families, and thank them both for their incredible service to the town. But that's all for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. DM.
Just very briefly, Mayor, Committeeman Clark, did you wear your Scout belt, your Eagle Scout belt? Oh. Please wear it next time. All right, good. I just want to give a shout out to Ted and the crew. Our team got battled back to back with some big snowstorms, and they did a great job. I mean, you can't work that amount of hours to clean this up without having good people. So very grateful for our employees and the time they put in away from their families the last couple storms. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right. I'll open up because I'm not sure I'm going to make it through any Township Committee comments. We'll open up for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment may do so. We ask that you state your name for the record and that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, Heidi will let you know that you have 1 minute remaining. With that being said, any member of the public wishing to make a public comment?
Good evening. My name is Bernard Doss. I'm a resident of Middletown. Members of the Township Committee, Mr. Mayor, thank you for your time tonight. I'm here because we have an imminent threat hanging over Middletown right now, the potential closure of 3 beloved historic community schools. These schools are not just buildings, they're community infrastructure. They're the backbone of some of our historic Northside villages, and if they close, we lose more than buildings. We will fracture Middletown's communities, hurt our students, and put our tax dollars in peril. I understand this is a Board of Ed issue, and I'm sorry I'm here speaking about this tonight. It's clearly a BOE problem, But closing these 3 schools is going to harm Middletown more broadly, which is why I'm here tonight. I'm here to appeal for help. School closures, rushed consolidations, expensive renovations, and very crowded middle schools will be bad for our students and bad for our taxpayers. The proposed school closures will waste tax dollar money and damage Middletown's reputation. I'm here respectfully asking for your leadership to help get the BOE out of this mess before they cause permanent damage. The BOE's behavior so far in 2026 has been pretty unpredictable. The superintendent has resigned. Our strategic planning was interrupted by that. And, despite a bunch of reassurance that we had runway to plan things, to plan the next 5-10 years, suddenly we have emergent budget issues and the BOE is in crisis mode again. Mr. Mayor, I rewatched your April 3rd press conference out in the lobby this morning, and I agreed with everything you said last year. You suggested reducing administrative overhead, reducing duplicate roles. You emphasized how important our neighborhood schools are and how we need them to thrive. 1 year later, I'm sorry I'm here, but we need your leadership again. Please come to the rescue. The good news, though, this year, this supposed budget issue is minuscule. And the options are more abundant this year. The BOE can clearly reduce administrative headcount. It can lease its facilities. It needs to evaluate its transportation contracts. It needs to request shared services. And now it has the authority to sell its vacant land. Once you see all the available options, you could suggest a dozen ways that the BOE can budget more responsibly. So we can resume as a community the strategic planning in good faith and transition to a new, committed, and engaged superintendent. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I've
Is
studied
it that obvious?
Yes, slightly. Mr. Mayor, I've put a lot of time into this. I've studied the school enrollments. I've examined the school capacity. I have reviewed the school budgets, considered the boundaries. I've looked at Middletown's demographics, the housing development pipeline, the many redevelopment zones. We do not need to close schools right now. What we need is thoughtful planning. I've crunched the numbers and they're peer reviewed. And hasty school closures and crowded consolidations will be more expensive in the near term, I assure you. Please work with the BOE to explore financially prudent alternatives to help us plan for the next decade and beyond. With your leadership, I hope you can guide the BOE back to a cooperative, compliant, transparent, options-based process. I know we can solve this cooperatively.
Sir, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. We can protect our taxpayers, and we need to safeguard our children's education. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'll just say I would just want to thank Eric and Kristen and Bernie for our meeting. I thought we had a very good conversation and probably, I don't know, 45-minute conversation. But I just want to thank you because I think it was very good and enlightening for both myself and hopefully for you on things that I know in my wheelhouse and all the efforts that you've put in. So I just want to say thank you again for that good meeting last week or so. I can't remember, but thank you again. Thank you. And I'll just say I know that Tony and our CFO, who's not here tonight, Colleen Lapp, does have a meeting this week with Dr. Alphone and with Ms. Doherty to discuss some of those items that you brought up and just because this governing body has not received any type of briefing or anything like that. So Tony reached out to the Board of Ed to get something on the books, and I know that's happening later this week. So, he is meeting with them as counterparts. So thank you again. Any member of the public? Yes, ma'am. How are you tonight? Come on down.
Price is right.
It's okay. There's
Meeting.
absolutely no pressure.
Okay.
Just state your name.
Kristen Kuntz, Middletown. Hi, thanks for having me. It's nice to be in this building again. I was at the Alliance Leaders last year. That was great for my son. Thank you. Well, I moved to this town about 5 years ago during COVID, based on the excellence in your school system. And my son came here and really turned things around. So it was a big help for our family. And I wanted to thank you for all the work you've done with the Middletown Historic Society. I live in one of the historic town houses in town, and I just love all the work you've done to preserve the history of this town and all that stuff going forward. It's part of the charm and I guess
And their-
quaintness of
and their
Middletown.
museum now at the train stations, the work, I think we'll be able to award that probably at the April meeting, right, Tony? April
be,
2nd,
yep.
a second. So that renovation over at the old train station, because they're celebrating, don't worry, I'm not going to take this time.
Oh, no, you're good.
Huh? They're celebrating, while we're celebrating 250 for America, they're
Right.
going to be celebrating 150 for that train station. Will turn 150 years old. So go ahead. I know that's not why you were.
Oh, yeah. So it's great. So I love all that work. So thank you for making that a priority. But I noticed you opened a pre-K over in Croydon Hall, which has been a really great idea. And I think the community has really loved that. And I was just wondering if you had any plans to expand that program. I think that would help a lot of families in town.
Yeah, so actually, so that's it's a quasi temporary move. The old building that we used to use for our pre-K was over at the Tanya Keller Center. But some damage occurred to the Tanya Keller Center, and right now we're trying to evaluate how best to move forward with that building. So the kids that formerly used to be at Tanya Keller are now going to be at Croydon Hall. But it's the same program, just shifting buildings for the time being. Yeah, been around for a long time. But part of and as you may have heard with the discussion tonight was about the former Lincroft Presbyterian Church.
Yeah.
So we were able to acquire that property thanks to assistance from the county. They paid 75%, and we paid the other 25% to acquire that property. The church is in excellent condition. They've really done a great job at maintaining that. And the congregation just it merged with another church in Matawan. And I bring that up because we do, have to look at increasing our reach when it comes to preschool
Yeah.
and other things. And in fact, today we formed a strategic partnership with the Monmouth Museum over on Brookdale's campus last year, and to create a STEM summer camp for older kids, and that sold out in minutes today.
I know. I've never been able to get into any of the summer camps.
hotly contested. Yeah. So
Okay. So
Plan is use that former church as another preschool.
as another preschool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think townwide
classrooms
that
are
would,
already there.
oh, that's
It
great.
should be open in September. if
Okay.
everything goes right.
Yeah. I know a lot of families would love more access to pre-K especially.
Mm.
All right. That's my comment.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Seeing no other member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and adjourn.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn.
Have a great night, everybody. Thank you all so much.